Hi girlies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm giving you guys the most signature, essential Valentine's Day look you could ever need. It's giving soft glam, it's giving sexy, mature. It's looking grown up in the best way. I wanted to give you guys a step-by-step in how I would create my ideal Valentine's Day makeup look. Sharing with you guys techniques and everything you need to know to achieve your most beautiful soft glam Valentine's Day look. Without further ado, let's get into this face. First, I'm taking my Anastasia brow powder in the shade medium brown. It is the perfect color for my eyebrow. I follow my natural arch and shape of my brow, and then I'll just fill in all the sparse areas, and then back and forth, take the spoolie, blend. I've been liking more natural brow these days. I don't really love the laminated look. This is like a groomed brow for me. This concealer, I have not put it down from Lancome. You could go in with a brush, but the applicator is so nice, and I'll just focus it on the tail of my brow. This has been my eyebrow brush for years from Namie's. I'll have it down below. It is so nice and thin, perfect to carve out the brows. First, I just drag the concealer down towards my eyelid. I like to use it as an eyeshadow base as well. And then with small strokes, I start carving out the brow. And then I do have some redness right here, so you guys can tell. So I take that concealer and pretty much lightly apply it all over the lid. I've been loving my brow sculpt from Refi to tame my brows. It just works so good and it conditions them. I feel like it does not dry out my eyebrows. And what I like to do is really focus it on the front, and here we have the brows done. I went ahead and did one eye off camera. It's really glam, really soft matte, and added a little bit of pink. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like a light pink shade, but with the rest of the makeup, it's all gonna pull in together. This look cannot be possible without this amazing eyeshadow palette from Patrick Ta. I just picked it up and I can't put it down. It's just amazing. It also has two cream products at the end, which is perfect for waterline eyeliner or just regular eyeliner. So long lasting, doesn't crease my line, it just stays on. To start my transition, I've been loving these two shades right here. One's a little warmer, one's a little cooler. They're both really soft and perfect for a crease moment. I like to start in the outer corner, right where my eyeline ends. I want a really nice transition. I don't want a separation from my lower lash line and my upper lash line. So always starting in the middle works for me. And making sure I don't go too far out my eyebrow. Soft motions, buffing it all the way up, all the way down. Making sure we have this whole area covered. I've made this look so easy to follow. We're just gonna go to the next row over. Again, taking a warmer shade and a more cool tone shade. We're gonna repeat the same steps but in a smaller brush and smaller circular motions, and we're gonna apply it even closer to the eyelid, less broad out into the outer crease. With this step, we're gonna really create that nice shadow in the outer corner, and then lightly follow the natural hood of your eyes and bring it inward. Now we're gonna create our shadow line. This matte brown color, I love it because it's not so dark. It's very cool tone and you can just build on and on and on. Pretty incredible. We're gonna start in the outer corner. Look how pigmented this is. Outer corner, we're gonna go about like a third into the eye and stop right there. You wanna stop basically where your iris is. You don't wanna go further in because it's gonna create more of a rounder shape to your eye. You wanna make it look more cat eye, more sexy and like drawn out. So use your iris as your guide as to where to stop blending. And little by little, I'm going to start buffing that out. So I'm blending upward and outward. I'm gonna take a clean blending brush, my Sigma Diffuse Blend E24, one of my OG favorite brushes of all time. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start blending out those edges to give it more of a softer shape and edge. I'm gonna take a smudger kind of blending brush and lightly I'm gonna tap into the matte black eyeshadow, just a little bit, so you need, and even closer, placing down that color right on the lash line and using that same guide that we just used. Another key into making the eyes look more polished, more like professional like makeup application, is just really tight lining your waterline. It's gonna give you a nice crisp look to your eye. Taking a small angle brush, I'm gonna take the black gel, I'm gonna coat it on both sides, and very lightly we're going to tight line the inner corner of the eye all the way back to the eye. I don't have the smoothest eyelids, so I like to do it little by little. I'm just tapping in the product because it's gel, so once you smear it on, it's gonna stay there on the lash line and tight lining the waterline. And then with the lightest pressure, I'm going to extend it just a little bit. Now for the fun part, we're gonna brighten up the eye. You guys see how much brightening this powder does for the eye? compares to like a normal smoked out situation. To get this bright color application, I'm taking the Easy Bake and Snatch from Huda Beauty. This is the Cherry Blossom shade, and I'm taking this on Detail Buffer E28 from Sigma. I'm just really gonna pack on that eyeshadow on one side of the brush, making sure it's nice and even. Again, looking down, I'm going to start applying this right under my brow bone, right under that crease. You almost feel it with your brush when you press it in. You almost like feel where that bone is. Find your brow bone and then pat and drag down. We still want to create the illusion that we have eyeshadow curving in the size of our nose. You guys see that shadow right here? It's gonna look super flattering once we finish off our face makeup. I have been loving my Hourglass mascara. This is the Unlocked mascara. It's so dark, it works amazing. So we're gonna do about 2 coats of mascara and then apply very natural falsies. Lashes are applied, and this is her eye look. Super cute, super sexy, feminine. But wait, but once we do the face, we're gonna finish up the little details. It's gonna look so good. First things first, for a soft matte glam, you need your skin to be super hydrated. I really have been liking the Tatcha Dewy Cream. My skin has been so sensitive as well, so you don't want to irritate your skin and then put on so much makeup afterwards, because girly, recipe for disaster. It's also very lightweight. It's not gonna disrupt with the foundation or any product we put onto our face, and it's so nice. Because I want my makeup to be long lasting, I'm gonna go in with a grip primer situation. This is the Glow and Sculpt primer from Refi. Of course, I'm gonna want a more full coverage look with a soft matte face. The House Life foundation comes through for me. It is so good, guys, and has amazing skincare benefits. I just can't get enough. I'll do about a pump on each side. This MAC 170S brush is godsend for your foundation. When it comes to full coverage foundations or a full coverage application, I like to go in with a brush because it's gonna lay down the product very nice and compact. Remember not to put it too far up the under eye. We don't want unnecessary creasing. Foundation is done. Let's move on to cream contouring, concealing, and really transforming this face. With the soft matte trend, you could go darker on the contour to make it look more like intense, but I still like it to look fairly natural, and this color is pretty good. And because the color is not so dark, I'm able to apply more product, and that's made such a difference in how it looks on my face. You guys see that I'm placing it on top of my nose, not on the sides, and then I'll take a little bit right where my eyebrows start, and then I'll shape up the button of my nose right here at the bottom of the lip. Usually the areas that I cream contour. Look at that nose, honey. Snatched. I can't even breathe. Let's apply our cream blush because I know you guys want a more pinkish look for Valentine's. I'm gonna take this blush from Say Beauty. It is the brightest, poppiest pink. Look at how cute it is. Now, these blush formulas are very nice and thin, so you're able to just really build on and pack on that color. So I'm not being shy. I'm applying it almost under my eyes a little bit. I'm gonna let this sit while I blend out my cream contour and my bronzer. We haven't applied our concealer yet. That's why I'm not even worried about it. We're gonna let it sit and marinate for a bit. Taking my favorite blending brush to blend out my cream contour shades. Refi stippling brush. Start by the jawline. We're really gonna keep that contour wherever we placed it. Only want to buff it right where it's at. Don't go too crazy. You want this look to be very precise and intentional. And then make sure you're always pushing in your forehead cream contours, powders, foundation into your hairline to ensure it has a very natural gradient blend. And then with the other side of the brush, we're gonna blend out the nose. But instead of dragging it up and down, I don't want to disrupt the foundation. I'm just gonna tap that product in place. That's why I let it sit for a minute, because it sits so beautifully and it is the perfect color to do this step with. Literally so seamless, and my nose is snatched. Let's move on with the cream blush. Oh, it's so beautiful. It has the perfect hint of pink, but it's not overbearing, but it's gonna make a good base for a blush in a little bit. And then whatever's left, I'll run it a little bit on my nose. So pretty, so creamy. Everything's looking exactly how I want it. Time for concealer, my favorite part. Again, taking my Lancome concealer and applying it in the areas where I usually always conceal. And then I'm gonna use the guide of my nose contour and lightly define it with more concealer. I'm gonna take this opportunity to also carve out the eyes. It's about manipulating your face with makeup products. Because we already applied so much eyeshadow in the inner corner, you want to squeeze your beauty blender so it gives you a more precise application, and lightly just tap it. When it comes to defining the eyeshadow, you have two options. You can completely blur it out. I like to leave it a little defined right in the waterline, and then towards the end I'll blend it into the foundation so it still gives me that nice sharp look, but from the back it's nice and blended. One of my favorite parts is setting the face and setting where everything is and just bringing it to life. Huda Beauty's loose powder in the shade Cherry Blossom. Again, a pink powder that I'm recently obsessed with. Guys, it's pink, it's light pink. Stunning. So I'm taking it on my powder puff, and the key with these, because they are pigmented, you want to make sure you have a really flat application. So to make sure, just tap it in the back of your hand so it's nice and flat. I like to stamp it on the sides of my nose first because that's where I want it to be more brightened, and then little by little start patting it all over and across the under eye. So you almost want to bake the sides of your nose and set the rest of the under eyes. It looks like I have a different face shape already. This is insane. And then with cheek contouring, cheek cleaning up, I always start like right in the middle just for a more natural look, and then that's it. It can become too wide over here and I don't like that look. So start from the back of your ear down about halfway. Again, you can even measure it with your eye if you're more technical like me, to remember where to start and where to end. Taking a little bit more, this area for me gets so oily and greasy. Look at how it just like absorbs all that shine. It's really incredible. This one side all nice and mattified. This is how it looks before. So this is the difference of a matte glam. It's just everything is just more polished, more airbrush. This is still stunning, but this is the look that we're going for. This is so satisfying for me. Oh my god, I love it. I do like to leave my nose a little bit shiny. That's just like my exception. I love a little glossy nose. And without having to tap off so much excess powder, just keep pouncing on the little mesh that it comes in the powder. That's what it's there for, guys. Let's utilize it. Now that we're all matted up, let's start by adding color back into our face with our powder products. For bronzer, I'm taking a matte bronzer as well. This is from Dior. Honey, it is hitting pan, and I don't know what I'm gonna do once it runs out. It's limited edition. It is the perfect color. It's so nice and warm, but also like just so smooth. Oh, I'm obsessed. I'm taking it with a big blending brush. It's my favorite way to apply bronzer. I don't know, I feel like with a bigger brush, it distributes the bronzer much better in a more flawless way. I cannot apply my bronzer with a small brush. It's like, I can't. Now where the magic happens is the blush. We're gonna do the pinkest blush I own from Dior. Literally, it's just called pink. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush. I feel like it picks up product super nice when it comes to powder blushes. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start tapping that blush in place where we applied our cream blush, and also blending it in with our bronzer. A little trick you can do as well is almost bring it up to the eyeshadow in the outer corner in a C shape to blend everything together for a really cute pink moment. You don't have to be so little when it comes to makeup for Valentine's to apply like a pink lipstick, pink eyeshadow. You could just do really pink cheeks and it looks super cute. So stunning, so flawless. This is looking a little bit intense right here, but don't worry, girlie. We're gonna blend that out. I will not let you walk out like this. With that loose powder that we applied right underneath, we're gonna use that to soften up that demarcation of the bronzer. Bring it all up, blend out any mistakes. Now, you know the concealer's been sitting here pretty for a minute. We're gonna take our dab blender and lightly blend it right on top of the nose. Because it's been sitting for so long, it's almost going to create a highlighted look on the nose without having to put in so much work into it. And that's it. The nose is contoured. It did it all on its own. Taking a smaller brush, I'm gonna take it and blend out powder on the sides. It's also going to help not only brighten the under eye, but blend out the nose as well. I'm pretty happy with this. If you want to take it a step further, you could take the same powder we use for our eyeshadow. Again, take a powder puff, really pack it on. And we're only gonna apply this right in the inner corner. You guys see that brightness? Crazy. This is such a nice step because it's going to blend super nicely with the inner corner of our eyes. We are almost done with the look. Let's go back to the eyes really quickly. We're gonna go back in with our eyeshadow palette and taking this dark brown. We're going to lightly tightline barely the outer corner, just underneath. That's it. We're not gonna go all the way in. We don't want to make our eyes look smaller or that sultry. We almost just want to tie in the top lash to the bottom lash. Adding that little step created so much more dimension and just fullness to the eyes. It almost makes them doe-eyed or more sexy. And you want to follow the natural line of your eye as well. It's all about enhancing your features and learning what looks good on you. Learning techniques, applying them, trial and error. Been doing this for 10 years, guys. It's pretty crazy. I'm hitting my 10-year mark this year. And every year I still learn new things about the industry, new techniques, makeup, and it's just like a forever evolving process. With mascara, I'm gonna apply the tiniest amount. I do have long bottom lashes, so if I go crazy, it'll transform my eyes. So I've also learned less is more when it comes to my bottom lashes. I just want to enhance that they're there, but I don't want it to be like the main star of the show. If you're looking for a new eyeshadow palette, I definitely recommend this one. So versatile for natural glam looks every day. We're almost done. Let's go in with the lips. Taking my favorite lip liner probably of all time, Ravish from Makeup by Mario. We're gonna create a beautiful shape onto her eyes. Let me show you the most flattering way that I find is best to line your lips. First things first, make sure it's really sharp as you want a nice crisp line. So first I focus on the Cupid's bow, see how much I want to do and how big I want to overdo it, because obviously I'm overlaying my lips. And then on the bottom lip, I always accentuate a little bit bigger to make it a little round right in the middle. And then this is gonna be my guide as to how the corners are gonna go. I try to keep it as close as I can to my natural lip line, but depending on the look is, if you want a more glam moment, you could overdo it a little bit, but this is the best way that I find that overlining my lips is best. That way I don't overdo it. A soft matte look always calls for a soft matte lipstick. No ifs or buts, that's just the rule. One of my favorite liquid lips is from Laura Lee Los Angeles. The colors are the perfect nude. I think it comes in a bundle of 3. So a really good deal if you're looking for only a couple of them. I like to apply it right in the middle. Don't apply it in the corners, just in the middle. Taking my finger, we're gonna blend it out. I find that it's the best way to blend it in with your lip liner. Not only do matte lips look cohesive to a soft matte look, it's gonna be long lasting, especially like on a Valentine's Day. I'm gonna take my concealer brush and clean up the edges. You guys know I'm super anal about that. For the lips, you can add a gloss, glitter gloss, whatever you prefer. I like taking something more that's like a balm to add a little more shine. So I'm taking my YSL lip glaze in the shade 02 and I'm gonna tap it in. I also love this product. It's not sticky at all. We gotta set the face before we go anywhere. So I'm taking the setting spray matte finish from Kylie Cosmetics. I tried it once and it works amazing, especially for a matte look. Here is the finished look. We have a super glam face. It's giving. It's really soft, romantic. We have our hints of pink and ready for our Valentine's Day. I gotta stop doing this. It's over. No more. That was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys are gonna look so amazing, so beautiful on all your dates. I hope this look was inspo for you guys. As always, I will have other products that I use and mention listed down below, along with the links and discount code. Don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Instagram at VALELOREN. I also did recreate this wet hair look situation. If you're looking for a really easy hair inspo, whether it's for Valentine's or any occasion, I got you, girl. Once you get it down, it's gonna be such an easy look to recreate. I will definitely be wearing the same exact look for a Valentine's Day. I love you guys so much. Muchos besitos y abrazos, and I'll see you guys in the next video.